Have you heard of Jim Crow? Here's something many people wonder. Was Jim Crow an actual person? The answer is no. The name Jim Crow came from a stage character created in the 1830s by a white performer. He painted his face black and sang. He danced in minstrel shows that mocked enslaved African Americans. A minstrel show was a 19th century stage performance where actors, often in blackface, mocked African Americans with exaggerated speech and behavior. It was called comedy back then, but the jokes were built on cruel stereotypes. These shows didn't just entertain, they spread racist images that shaped how many Americans saw black people. And those stereotypes helped lay the foundation for a system of segregation we know as Jim Crow. But was Jim Crow an actual person? The answer might surprise you. The term Jim Crow doesn't refer to a real individual, but instead comes from a 19th century minstrel show character. In the 1830s, a white performer named Thomas Dartmouth Rice created a stage persona named Jim Crow, using blackface makeup exaggerated, offensive stereotypes. The character became wildly popular, and the name Jim Crow soon became a derogatory term for black Americans. The dancing African-American character was purportedly based on an actual crippled slave who worked in a livery stable in Louisville, Kentucky, near a theater where Rice was performing. Careless with his wealth, Rice died in near poverty in New York City, aged 52. Over time, Jim Crow evolved from a theater act into a label for the oppressive laws and customs that enforce segregation and discrimination. So, while Jim Crow wasn't a real person, the name became a powerful symbol of a very real and painful system of injustice. The goal was to maintain white supremacy and deny black Americans equal opportunities, despite constitutional amendments guaranteeing freedom and citizenship. Despite these harsh restrictions, black Americans resisted through churches, community groups, and later, the civil rights movement. Here's a story of courage. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white passenger on a segregated bus in Montgomery, Alabama. Her quiet act of defiance sparked the Montgomery bus boycott, a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. Parks' bravery inspired millions to stand up against injustice and fight for equality. Landmark cases like Brown v. Board of Education in 1954 began to dismantle Jim Crow. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 and Voting Rights Act of 1965 finally struck the system down. Quiz time. What region of the U.S. primarily enforced Jim Crow laws? Answer: the Southern United States. Which Supreme Court case overturned segregation in schools? Answer: Brown versus Board of Education. In what year was the Civil Rights Act passed? Answer: 1965. Understanding Jim Crow reminds us of the resilience of those who fought for justice and the importance of protecting civil rights today. DJ New CC's AI train rolls on. If you're enjoying these episodes, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a beat. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace.